Predictably, what? Recently, Shiba Inu reached an all-time peak. It is not in pricing, but rather in something similarly revolutionary. Achievement of a game-changing development is the source of the greatest anticipation. However, what motivates this monumental update? Please remain seated as I am about to reveal the intricacies that have elevated the status of Shiba Inu to an unprecedented level. I assure you, there is much more to it than mere numerical values. We are eager to embark on an exhilarating voyage that has the Shiba community agog at its pace. Welcome to Dr. Crypto, your daily serving of Shiba. This is the spot for you if you're curious about anything related to Shiba. If you want to keep informed about all the latest news forecasts and stay ahead of the curve in the crypto industry, subscribe. To get more SHIB news, be sure to click the like button. However, let us commence at the very outset of the story. Shibarium, functioning as a Layer 2 solution within the Shiba Inu ecosystem, assumes a critical function in resolving significant obstacles and augmenting the platform's overall functionality. Consider the Shiba Inu ecosystem to be a home where the Shibarium serves as the foundation and ensures its stability. Initially constructed on the Ethereum blockchain, Shiba Inu now foresees a future in which it not only possesses the dwelling, but also the land upon which it stands. This land shall henceforth be referred to as Shibarium. As illustrated in this analogy, Ethereum provided a solid groundwork for the initial phases of Shiba Inu's evolution. As the ecosystem has developed and expanded, however, the necessity for a more capacious and specialized area has become apparent. The newly established foundation, Shibarium, is an individualized network designed to address the specific requirements of the Shiba Inu community. The significance of Shibarium as the foundation of the house resides in its function as a Layer 2 solution, which offers a more streamlined and economical infrastructure in comparison to the Ethereum base. The choice to transition from Ethereum to Shibarium signifies Shiba Inu's dedication to providing its community with a streamlined, expandable, and environmentally sound setting. Similar to how a house attains autonomy by standing on its own land, Shiba Inu utilizes Shibarium to create an ecosystem that is self-sufficient. This action not only denotes a shift towards increased independence, but also demonstrates the ecosystem's commitment to ingenuity and flexibility. Therefore, just as a sturdy foundation is necessary for the expansion and durability of a home, Shiba Inu is an excellent source of inspiration. Shiba Inu perceives Shibarium as the fundamental support system for its prospective expansion, signifying a substantial transition from a tenant status on Ethereum to assuming control of its own sphere. A significant emphasis is placed on the Shiba Inu Burn initiative, to which Shibarium donates 70% of the revenue obtained from gas fees on their network. In addition, there is something that we ought to comprehend. The extraordinary nature of the Shiba Inu Burn initiative's 70% revenue allocation from gas fees on the Shibarium network is a result of the development team's decision to do so. Shiba Inu's pledge to donate a significant portion of its earnings to community initiatives and symbolic fires is unprecedented in an industry where the majority of projects opt not to contribute to such causes. It is not unusual for initiatives in the cryptocurrency industry to prioritize revenue retention for their own gain. Shiba Inu, on the other hand, demonstrates a distinct deviation from this pattern and underscores its dedication to the welfare of the community through the allocation of 70%. The exceptional magnitude of this benevolence highlights the group's unwavering commitment to the overarching strategy that they have established for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. The 70% decision is not purely symbolic in nature. It signifies a concrete and significant contribution towards the decrease in the supply of tokens. This methodology not only corresponds to deflationary tenets, but also demonstrates a proactive attitude towards involving the community in the achievement of the project. Shiba Inu distinguishes itself from other initiatives that retain every revenue generated by beneficiaries by placing a premium on community involvement and actively reinvesting in the long-term viability of the ecosystem. Consider it in this manner. When managing a business and aiming for significant expansion, one does not simply retain all of their profits. They are reinvested. Similar efforts are being made by Shiba Inu, but with their cryptocurrency. They are reinvesting a substantial 70% of the money they earn from transaction fees into what they refer to as the burn initiative, as opposed to keeping it all for themselves. This is analogous to an astute business proprietor reinvesting a portion of the firm's profits. When it comes to Shiba Inu, this is not mere business jargon. It is a courageous move that demonstrates their determination to increase the value of their cryptocurrency for all parties involved. Consider the scenario where you own a bakery. Rather than simply retaining all of your profits, you allocate a significant portion of the revenue towards equipment upgrades, recipe improvements, and possibly even location expansion. This is the way in which enterprises prosper. By investing in themselves, Shiba Inu increases the quality and value of their cryptocurrency for the benefit of the entire community. Therefore, it is not solely about generating financial gain. It is about constructing something durable. 70% of Shiba Inu's profits are reinvested, which is analogous to sowing seedlings for future expansion. It is a prudent action that generates a community in which the value of the cryptocurrency appreciates gradually to the benefit of all those who possess it. This distinctive methodology not only distinguishes Shiba Inu within the realm of cryptocurrencies, but also demonstrates their steadfast dedication to equity and openness, which serve as foundational tenets. The development of the undertaking. Additionally, something monumental occurred just today. With 300 million transactions, Shibarium overcame its previous record. Now that Shibarium has surpassed 300 million transactions, it is clear that this endeavor is already enormous. This milestone was attained by Shibarium in less than 5 months after the project's inception. The attainment of 300 million transactions on Shibarium constitutes a momentous accomplishment that provides ample evidence of the project's swift expansion and acceptance. 5 months after its inception, Shibarium has established itself as a significant and prosperous undertaking. When we refer to 300 million transactions, we are essentially tally-taking every occurrence on the Shibarium network, including user-initiated activities, system-wide transactions, and other operations. The considerable quantity of activity and utilization within the Shibarium ecosystem is evidenced by this high value. To put this into perspective, it is extraordinary that 300 million transactions were completed in just 5 months. This signifies a substantial and fervent reaction from developers, users, and the broader community. Rarely do blockchain initiatives manage to execute such a volume of transactions within such a brief time frame. This accomplishment indicates that Shibarium transcends being a theoretical concept. The platform is a hub of activity, and activity is dynamic, with users actively engaging and making use of its various features. The exponential expansion of transactions demonstrates Shibarium's prowess and widespread appeal, establishing it a significant contender within the realm of blockchain technology. Furthermore, the integration of SRC20 inscription on Shibarium is anticipated to significantly increase the user base. It truly transforms the game. It is analogous to a period during the infancy of the Internet, when revolutionary functionalities were introduced. The inscription SRC20 now facilitates the development and introduction of novel initiatives that are specifically focused on Shibarium. Analogous to how the proliferation of influential websites revolutionized the Internet from an empty domain to a hive of activity. Consider the Internet as an analogy. During its early stages, the Internet had a restricted user base until the establishment of revolutionary websites such as Google and Amazon. These platforms revolutionized online interaction by attracting users. In a similar fashion, the establishment of SRC20 on Shibarium appears to pave the way for the emergence of additional cryptocurrency initiatives. As a consequence, the volume of transactions occurring on Shibarium is expected to experience a significant surge. As influential websites attracted a surge in Internet users, it is anticipated that the SRC20 integration will attract projects and developers to Shibarium. The initiation of fresh endeavors creates an environment conducive to heightened transactional activity, thereby cultivating a dynamic and thriving ecosystem within Shibarium. This advancement is especially noteworthy due to the fact that it exemplifies the evolutionary capacity of a blockchain platform, establishing a correlation with the expansion pattern of the internet. An abundance of transactions will ensue as a greater number of projects join Shibarium, thereby fostering an environment conducive to innovation within the Shibarium network. The following is the intriguing portion. A nominal charge known as a gas fee is appended to each transaction thereafter. Even better is the fact that an astounding 70% of these fees are being irretrievably lost in the flames. The Shiba Inu Fire Initiative is to be commended. Consider the matter as follows. Suppose you possess an assortment of rare coinage, and each individual wishing to examine one is required to remit a nominal fee. Imagine then that you decided to routinely burn a significant portion of those fees. What transpires? Is it true that the total quantity of currency accessible decreases? Specifically, this is the case with Shiba Inu. By means of these fires, the quantity of tokens in circulation is being diminished. Now, the fundamental economic rule follows. An increase in scarcity often leads individuals to perceive an item as more valuable. It would be as if your preferred ice cream were to become exceedingly rare. You would likely value it even more. The identical concept can be applied to Shiba Inu. As they continue to consume those fees and dilute the tokens, there is a high possibility that an increasing number of individuals will observe its value increase. Thus, the ongoing burning, new initiatives, and transactions are essentially laying the groundwork for Shiba Inu to potentially increase in value in the future. In the realm of cryptocurrencies, transactions, scarcity, and demand resemble a unique ballet. In addition, do not overlook the icing on the confection. In less than 2 months, they have already incinerated Shiba Inus valued at more than $500,000 USD. Indeed, you did hear that correctly. Not only are they speaking the language, but they are also doing the deed. That money was generated through gas fees associated with Shibarium transactions. As previously stated, each time someone made a move on Shibarium, a minuscule portion was added to the pool. In the last 2 months alone, the developers have managed to amass an astounding $1.5 million, from which $500,000 had already been incinerated. We must realize that this involves more than simply burning tokens. It is burning tokens with funds generated by the Shibarium community, comparable to a community endeavor. Each transaction contributes to the increased value of Shiba Inu. Furthermore, the developers are reinvesting that value into the burn initiative. When we say that they burned in excess of $500,000 USD, we are not simply referring to a number. It is a community-driven accomplishment made possible by the activity and transactions occurring on Shibarium. This further underscores the importance of the dynamic interplay among the platform, the community, and the Shiba Inu developers' dedication to fulfilling their commitments. However, what are your thoughts on that? Leave a comment below. I would greatly appreciate your perspective. The date is over now. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To see our most recent material, share it and subscribe to the channel.